friend Mandy Jones. They'll be talking, laughing, shouting, and shaking their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the second episode of the Wildflowers. I'm stand-up comedian Mandy Jones, and sitting next to me is
Bonnie Scalisi. How are you, everybody? Good to see you.
my beautiful co-host. Bonnie, how are you doing?
Oh, it's been a very rough week for me. My dad is in the hospital, and he went in on Thursday. He's still there. But I wanted to thank a lot of the people on Facebook who wished my dad a speedy recovery. There were like 435 people who wished him well, and 330 comments with prayers, and even Barbara McNeely. She said she set up a prayer chain for my dad, which I thought was awesome. And I was explaining how my dad was cursing every time they tried to change his sheets or touch him in any way. He starts cursing them out and shaking his fist at them. And so Barbara McNeely goes, "That'll be Terry as an old man," which I thought was funny. And I told her that's the first laugh I had all day, so I thanked her.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so a couple of housekeeping things before we bring in our guests. We do have a guest in the audience and the studio with us tonight. First of all, Bonnie, Saturday, our show.
I know, I'm so excited.
We are doing a live comedy show in Wisconsin, New York. DM me if you want to be part of it, or direct message me if you want to come to the event. It's a free event. Open bar. Everyone's going to have masks on, socially distanced. It's outdoor, rain or shine. It's going to be nothing but fun.
So they're all telling me there's an audio problem. Guys, is it fixed? Is it better?
No. What do you mean?
Glenn is doing a great job behind the board trying to figure it out.
Can you hear us now? I said, am I coming in clear?
Oh, so while we're waiting, you're going to get back to that thought in a minute.
Yes.
While he clears up the audio, and you'll tell us if he cleared it up.
Oh, and Bruno just said yes, fixed now. And
thank
you. Angelina, hello, sweetie. Good day. We were just talking about you.
We were just
down under.
From Australia, and Nancy Weems, hello, and Tony Finelli, thank you for telling us about the audio problem. We think we have it fixed. Robin DeVito, thank you. We love Robin. Bruno's saying good day to her, and Robin said, "You switched places. I'm so confused." Yeah, we'll figure it out. And Barbara McNeely, I was just telling them the story about how I told you about how my dad is acting like a crazy person and trying to fight the staff at the hospital, and you said that was going to be Terry when he's an old man, and I thought that was so funny. And Joan Krupiasha, how are you? And Joey Goodsong, how are you? I think Mandy saw you the other day at a comedy protest, right?
Yes. We went over to Gov's because Kristen Tinsley had put together a protest for comedy clubs worldwide, comedy clubs all across New York that are being shut down, even though they're doing all the correct protocol. Governors built plexiglass boxes for the performers to perform in, and they did every bit of compliance that they were supposed to do, and they still are not letting the performers tell jokes. So two of the different senators were there, talking. A couple of different comedians. It was really nice. It was just to show support for the arts, really. But if you guys can share the show so you can watch this live with your friends and comment. We'd really appreciate it, because when you share the show when it's live, it's more important.
Yes, please share it right now. For me, when I try to share it, it goes to Messenger. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to share the show, could you please share the show? So a friend of mine, Benita, is watching. Benita and I have in common, we know each other for a long time. We both have autistic children. Benita, I'm having a really hard time with the day hab with my younger son. And it's one of the many things that is going wrong this week, which I'm not going to get into. Robin DeVito wants to be part of the next protest as long as she's not working. Andrew Fredner has joined us. He said he hopes everyone is well. So, we have a really great show lined up today. and it's actually about how you can manage your body weight with all this stress going on. It's about health and fitness. That's the topic for tonight. So we want to know what you do, especially during quarantine. You know, I joke about it, but I'm a yo-yo person that gains weight, loses weight, gains weight. So I think the highest I ever gained was 80 pounds. And then I lost it, and then I gained like 50 pounds, and I lost
80
it.
pounds more than she was now, not 80 pounds total.
Right, right. So we have a guest we're going to be introducing her in a minute. That's going to tell us how she's keeping it off and ways that you can do it. But we want to know what are your quarantine habits as far as eating. I gained 10 pounds, and I'm very upset about it. I'm not fitting into my old clothes, and I'm under so much stress that I haven't gotten my act together as far as my diet. But we're going to be getting into all that in a minute. And did you want to say anything else about the backyard show?
No. Just that it's a reverse bringer style. So if you're a comic and you come show your support, your love for comedy, you get put on the roster for future shows for Calamity Jones events. On Instagram, we're calamity.jones. And YouTube, Mandy Jones the Comedian for all our episodes. Glenn and I also do a show every Friday from 8 to 9 called the Calamity Jones Hour, where it's similar to this setup, but it's less silly because it's not Bonnie and I. It's Glenn's a little more serious of a guy. But that's Friday nights. And we have Billy Geyer's actually going to be on.
I know. I'm so excited.
He's in nutcase, and he's going to be on the live show on
I love Billy
Saturday
Geyer
as well. And so, yeah, I think, Bonnie, if you have any shout outs, and then I think we should bring on our guest.
We're definitely going to bring her on. Julie Angelina from Australia shared the show.
Oh, thank
you. I like
you.
how she says shared honeys. Robin DeVito shared it. Thank you. Tony's saying, oh my God, you have to see the Speed Cubers on Netflix, speaking of autism. And Julie said that she has an autistic child too. I didn't know that, Julie. So we have a lot in common. Robin's starting it off with she needs a bigger boobs and a smaller waist. I think we all feel that way, Robin.
Boobs. Your boobs are huge, Mama.
And Bill Hansen just joined us. Hi, Bill. So we're going to get to our guest, who I'm going to introduce her. She has a lot of credits to her name. Our next guest is an actor, a comedian, a writer, a children's book author. She has her own show on YouTube called Hanging Out with Heather. And she's currently running for Miss Health and Fitness 2020, Heather Lehrman. Now, did I say it right? Because she always tells me I screw up her name.
Lehrman.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome.
I'm so excited to be here on the new set of Wildflowers.
Thank you.
One of the first guests on Three's Company.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
I was.
Well, you're a Renaissance woman because I want to first talk about something that I really would love to do one day is you wrote a children's book.
Yes, I did, and I wish I brought it.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. You can send me pictures later and links to Amazon and how to buy it and stuff. Because Heather, okay. First of all, let's tell us a little bit about the story and how you became. Did you just wake up one day and say I'm going to be a children's book writer, or how did it happen?
No, actually, my dog was bullied at the dog park, and I kept saying that title, and when he was at a dog park. And another dog bullied him over a Frisbee. And when I would jokingly say, Herbie was bullied at the dog park, I was like, that's such a great title. And I wanted to write a book about bullying. And I used my dog, Herbie. It's based on a true story of my Boston Terrier, who goes on a journey to find out why he was bullied. And he meets a bunch of other doggy friends. And they all have a similar situation. And they go on a journey together, and they all bond and become friends. And it's a great message for children, and it opens up the lines of communications to talk about things that happen to them, and they really relate to the dog characters. So I just said, I'm going to write a book. And
I think you should make that bully book for adults too.
Well, that's it. It's a metaphor for the adults.
Adults need to read that book.
Every adult that reads it to their kids, whether it's a teacher, a parent, believe me, they read between the lines. Like, yeah. I mean, you know what? With everything going on these days, the books also relates to everything. Black Lives Matter. Every life matters, obviously, but you know, with the whole movements that are going on right now, all the bullying, everyone should read my book because it's about acceptance. Bottom line is be kind to everyone and accept everyone. And that's the message that I want to give to the world. So
I like that message.
my book's on Amazon, Bullied at the Dog Park, and it has great illustrations for the kids. They really love to relate to it, and there's a storyline for each dog that can relate to a different bullying story for a kid.
If you're a teacher, I highly recommend this book. I've read it. It's an excellent book. So Andrew was saying, he was saying that what he does to stay in shape is he listens to the most brutal death metal that he could find and think of everything and every person that he's ever pissed him off, and he just takes it from there and his body works itself out. So are you saying like you lift weights, Andrew? Just type that in. And Julie from Australia is saying her little boy is severely autistic, nonverbal, global delayed processing disorder, and sensory disorder. It doesn't get any worse. I hear you. I have a lot of friends who, my boys are kind of like in the middle. And even they're different levels of functioning. But it makes things much more stressful when you have a handicapped kid and they take all the services away. I don't know what's happening in Australia, but I went from having the whole day kind of to myself to almost being a full-time parent of an autistic child again. And it's difficult. So hi, Bruno. And I'm sorry if I'm not going to read everybody. I'm going to get back to your comments if I missed it. But Heather, as far as your what you were telling me about diet, because I'm trying to lose 10 pounds, is it's 80% of what you eat and put in your mouth. So could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so I want to let everyone know that I said day one of quarantine, I'm going to work out every day. And just like other people, you know, I did a little bit here and there, and then I got lazy. But if you have, your diet is so much more important. It's 80% diet, 20% exercise. So you have to eat properly. It's health and nutrition go along with exercise, but it's so much more important. So I didn't even gain any weight from not working out the first month and a half of quarantine, sitting around watching Netflix like everyone else. I just still ate properly. And I don't eat complex carbohydrates that are just filled with sugar. I mean, everyone has different diets or eating habits, but mine is that I eat lean meats and vegetables and fruits, and I don't eat the bad white flour carbs, bread, with, you know, just substitute white breads, white pastas for either vegetables or brown rice or oats. You don't want to eat heavy carbohydrates at night. It turns to sugar, which turns
the night
to fat.
That's the most difficult thing for me.
What
you and Mandy have in common, these two skinny minis over here, is that they enjoy healthy food. Like they really like it. Like I really don't like it. I actually don't like fruit. I don't like vegetables in most cases, unless they're like really fatteningly made, like sautéed spinach, which is almost like eating, you know, French fries itself.
Yeah.
But
no, sauteed spinach is not like a French fry, and if it is, I'm eating a lot of French fries. I put spinach in everything.
But you
eggs,
know what you can
pasta.
do? Do you like, so what good carbs are? Sweet potatoes. See, anything.
I love sweet potato
only
fries.
with gobs
potato
and
chips.
gobs of butter.
But can you cut up a sweet potato and bake them as fries and put something that you like cinnamon on them?
Oh, that's a good idea. You know what Andrew is making a good point is portion control.
Yes,
is the way to
absolutely.
go, because then you could eat something fattening as long as you can stop yourself from like today I took Brandon for pizza and I should have just had one slice of pizza, so I had 2.5 slices of pizza. And portion control is key, because then you could eat something fattening as long as you balance it with something else.
Right. And again, that's if you're on a workout routine to burn the calories. You don't want to just put all fat and grease and carbs in your body. You have to have vegetables and protein, and, you know, cutting out dairy, which I don't do completely, cutting out dairy, sugar,
It's hard. It's hard for
it
us.
is
It's
hard,
hard
but
for us people who like real food.
right, but you don't do it not 100%. I do my cheat night, and once a week I'll go out. I want to go out to dinner, and I want to have everything I want, dessert included. So don't deprive yourself.
Yeah.
And of course, people starting out, you slowly take some things out of your diet. Obviously, soda is a huge no-no.
Yeah, I was
addicting.
I was good with not doing it, and then I went I went back.
But
it's like 10 pounds or 5 pounds like instantly. If you go from soda to water or juice to water.
There's actually a documentary about soda, and if you watch it, I think it's on Netflix. If you watch it, you won't drink it ever again. It's actually the poison.
I know it
was used to like kill the Jews.
It's like poison.
Enamel off your teeth too.
But I want to give a couple of tips, Mandy. So before every meal, drink 8 ounces of water. It's gonna fill you up.
I've heard that.
It will fill you up, and you'll eat much less. So if you have trouble with portion control, drink 8 ounces of water as soon as you wake up in the morning, before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner. And another thing I do is I don't eat 3 big meals a day. I eat small meals about 5 times a day because it makes your metabolism faster.
Well,
so you don't want to eat that huge meal late at night before bed either.
Yeah, I do a lot of night eating. Andrew is saying also a good way to stay in shape is to develop a bit of OCD. So you just keep on repeating the same things over and over, and it becomes a workout. And he also works out his biceps by opening and closing the refrigerator door. Me too, Andrew. That's what I do.
I'm going to show you some ways later when I'm showing you a routine of. I don't use weights. You don't have to use weights. You don't have to go to a gym.
Yeah, I don't like going to the gym. I don't like the gyms.
They just opened, and I am pro gym for everybody, and my heart goes out to all the gym owners out there. But I've never been a gym person. I love kickboxing, Pilates, but not just a regular gym. But I hope you all succeed. I feel sorry for everybody.
Yeah. No, I have nothing against the gyms, but I just want to say Ed is tuning in, and he said a nice compliment, 2 hot broads plus 1.
I'm the plus 1.
And Tony is saying, I'm stuck in a carnivore diet cycle mentality, Heather. I have a lot of weight to lose. I'm 46. Oh, that's young.
Well,
so stop complaining about your age. I want to
tell everybody right now, start walking. Walking is the best thing you could possibly do for yourself. And if you could start with a mile or a half a mile, just start and get a free app on your phone and do a pedometer app that just marks your steps, and try to start with a half mile and get up to a mile and keep going until you get to 2 to 3 miles. And it's not great for just for your body. It's great for your mental state. It clears your minds. We're all stuck in this bizarro world right now.
Well, you know what, Julie from in Western Australia, she said that they're pretty much back to normal living again. She thinks there's about only 9 people with COVID-19 there.
Knock on wood.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
And Ed is saying his doctor said I swallow a lot of aggression along with a lot of pizza.
Don't swallow aggression, and don't swallow pizza. You got to get out walking. Your body will, I'm sure you've heard this, create endorphins, which make you feel good, just like laughter. That's why we need laughter so much in our life. When you work out, even if it's a brisk walk, your endorphins are going to rise highly, and you're going to feel so good. And when you get home, you're not going to want to stuff your face with pizza or oily foods.
I want to.
You're going to get it in your mind that you don't want to, because you feel so healthy, you feel so good.
Yeah, no, and honestly, like sometimes I'll be like, I'll be thinking about like, I want some fast food, but like I'll have like been healthy the last 6 days, and then like by the time I'm like almost going there, or by the time I eat it, I'm like, I don't even want that. It's like I feel sick, like my stomach's like don't.
I can eat bad food any time of the day or night.
But if you could take 1 meal a day, Bonnie, to start and make it a healthy one, just start there. If you're eating bad all day, start with 1 healthy meal.
Yeah.
And then get it to 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge difference.
The way I lost 80 pounds was I had twins, and I gained a lot of weight with the twins. And after they were born, I had 80 pounds to lose to get back to even a normal, not even a thin weight, just a normal weight. And I read this book that was written by Bethany Frankel called Naturally Thin.
Yep.
I have to find that book in my house, and it's like a Bible.
Yeah.
And basically, she talks about how you can't put yourself on a diet.
Right.
Like you say to yourself, "Oh, I'm going to have like a chicken breast that has no flavor
Right.
with
But you
vegetables,
never have to do that.
and then you're going to go and eat half the refrigerator because you felt deprived."
Right. Don't deprive
So
yourself.
she said, pretty much what you're saying. Have what you want to have, but I think it was Andrew was talking about portion control.
Yes.
You could have something decadent, but you can only have like a couple of bites of it. And she actually talked about food as like a bank account. Like you have to balance it.
Right.
And you know, if you ate too much in the morning, then that means you can't eat that much in the night, and vice versa.
Well, you have to know how many calories your body can have at your weight and height. So if you should only
I'm little.
If you should only have 2,000 calories a day, you know, no one wants to sit there and count calories, but don't have 3,000 to 4,000 a day. That's why you gain weight. So if you can burn off your calories, or you could just keep to your limit of calories, you won't gain weight.
Yeah. So
But
Taz, the residential artist, is tuning in. Hi, Taz. Everybody's saying hi to her.
Taz, you whore, I see you all over town.
So Julie's just starting her day. She has to get her kids off to school. So we understand, Julie. We were just talking about the time difference in Australia, and yeah. So some of them are telling us their workout things. Andrew's saying, speaking of being out of shape, I'm so bad I can't even sleep because I've been counting the same sheep since I've been little, and they're all out of shape, just like myself, and I can't even make it over the bed anymore. The sheep can't make it over the bed? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
You got to start small, everybody. You got to take small steps. So what I started to do was just walk. And I'm not saying I was overweight, because I owned a dog walking pet sitting company for years. So I wasn't overweight, but I wasn't in shape either. And I wanted to get muscle tone. So I started working out. And what I'm showing you tonight are moves you could do at home. Like I said, no weights. And I do it 20 minutes. Anytime I can during the day. If it's in the morning, if it's in the afternoon, if it's in the evening, 20 minutes. And then that's all full body toning, and then get in your walking. You don't have to go to a gym and be on a treadmill, because treadmills bore the hell out of me. I hate them.
Yeah, and it's like unnatural.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's not good for your body
and just being out in
necessarily.
the sunlight right now is so great for us.
Vitamin D.
We need the vitamin D.
Somebody was asking about your vitamin D levels. I think it was.
What, too low? I know, because I'm a white ass whitey. I don't want fucking shit having
melanoma.
Melanoma, which my mom and dad both had burned off their skins. You asshole. So
Yeah, somebody actually asked you about that
If she's getting
vitamin
other
D and
ways,
vitamin E for you. They asked what's your
I'm
your
getting
levels.
it other ways. I'm married. He's
Jan-
working the camera.
Jan Brenner's tuning in. He said he needs to shed his 15 pounds of quarantine fat. Oh, here, Tony is asking you vitamin D and vitamin E levels. That's what he wants to know. Tony.
People.
Tony who?
Tony
Mind your business.
Finelli.
Every winter, believe it or not, everyone gets deficient in vitamin D.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm always deficient.
Yeah,
in
your
vitamin
doctor
D.
will just prescribe you. You can get a prescription from your doctor for vitamin D, vitamins, and that's all you need. But because we all stay in the winter, we're not out in the sun every day.
I hate the sun. I'm not a sun
But
person.
you could be outside with a hat on and glasses, even to go for a walk. Do it when it's cooler at night or in the morning.
Really good advice. Tony is saying, he's giving Glenn a compliment, Mandy's husband. He said, I have to compliment whoever the very smart person is to make me think you chicks are all in the same room, just slightly across the table from one another. Yeah, so that's Glenn's genius.
It's amazing. I love the setup of this show. It's so high tech. It's so amazing. It looks great.
Thank you.
And
I wanted to get back to. Go ahead.
No, you go first. I've been talking.
Well, I wanted to get back. We started with that Heather wrote a children's book, and on the last show you said that you didn't illustrate it yourself, but then you did have somebody animate it.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Yeah. So there is a short film that I produced called "Bullied at the Dog Park" as well, and I did a short animation. I'm not an animator or an illustrator. I can't draw, you know what. But I did work with an animation company, and we created a short film, and it actually won awards that I was very proud of at the New York Long Island Film Festival last September. I got to watch it on the movie screen at Seaford Cinemas, and that was like a dream come true for me. And it won Best Short, and it's still kind of private because I'm still sending it into film festivals because my dream was for that to become a weekly cartoon to teach children.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's tough, but I did plug it to some networks. I wanted it to be a children's cartoon, and I wanted it to teach them different life lessons every week. And Herbie, the Boston Terrier, my boy, comes out at the end and tells you what you just learned.
Oh,
so that it would
that's
stay
so
in their
cute.
head. So I have the book and I have the animation, and now I didn't even tell you guys this yet, but I'm trying to get a grant because I want to make a live children's show, and I want the characters. It's going to be a real production, and I'm trying to get a grant now. And I was speaking to governors until they could really fully open. It won't happen, but I would have a place to do it on the stage at Governors. So I spoke to them about it, and they love having children's shows there. So it'd be something great for parents to bring their kids to for an hour and entertain them. They'd be singing, dancing, teaching them about bullying and different lessons. So I'm going to keep everyone updated on the live show, and I hope I get the grant to make it happen.
That's like vaudeville. That would be so much fun.
That's so cool.
That'd be cool.
So Bruno is saying the best thing is I was big before COVID-19 and I'm still big. Good for you, Bruno. And Bruno's also saying Glenn is the best. Tony's saying I'm not allowed within 100 feet of children's books. Sorry, Heather. That's a pedophile joke. Good one, Tony. Nancy Weems says, I was tiny and now I'm normal.
I've seen pictures of you, Nancy. You're still a tiny little lady.
And look, right now we're on camera and it adds 10 pounds.
Ooh, Andrew says he's an animator. So maybe you could get in touch with us and, collaborate with Heather. We're all about collaboration on this new show.
Yes.
And not just, of course we love comedy and comics, but we are broadening, and we were kind of broadening before. We had other types of, we're not just about interviewing comics. We like singers, bands, artists, everything that, porno directors.
Anything you got, bring it our way.
Messenger us, and we will get you on the show. So
I wanted to finish because a lot of people ask me, Mandy, how I did the book, and I just want to give a little advice on that too. I wrote the children's book. I found myself an illustrator, and I worked with him on. He was an old school illustrator that hand drew every single photo from photographs that I gave him. There's a photo of me and Herbie looking down at him, and he looks sad up at me after and I took a selfie of it, and he hand drew it. And when you see that illustration in the book, you can't believe that came from a photo that I just sent him.
Wow.
And he hand drew it. He doesn't do it anymore. He always says, don't tell everyone my name, even though it's in the book that he illustrated it, because he is retired now. But I did reach out to I sent it to a bunch of literary agents, and they will tell you if you're not a celebrity, and that included what their exact words at the time were, you could be teen mom and get a book. But if you're not a celebrity or have 1 million followers, the industry's flooded. So everyone has heard of self-publishing, but I'm going to tell you, don't use a self-publishing company. I personally think that they're scams. You could do it yourself. What makes a book is a binding and seriously, what literally makes...
Sew the book by hand yourself.
Exactly. Mine is sewn. Yeah. Exactly. A book is a bind and having an ISBN number. And you can get an ISBN number online, and then I sent my layout. I was lucky because my brother is a writer, and he edited it for me.
I met your brother at your Christmas party.
Right. He edited it for me. He has a book too, but he's been a writer. He went and got his degree in writing. So he edited it for me. So at least I had that. Hopefully you have an editor that could, do it for you for free, because that's very expensive. But then I had the layout. I had the layout of the words and the pictures, and I sent it to a company that put it together for me. And I said exactly what I wanted. My book is a beautiful hard-covered,
It is. I've seen
glossy,
it. It's so nice.
colorful book where it's nostalgia to keep in the bookshelves. That's what I wanted. I didn't, because self-publishing companies will tell you, do soft cover, it's cheaper. I've seen a lot of books coming from self-publishing companies. They'll promise you the world, by the way. They'll promise you, well, we have an in at Random House, and they take a lot of the books. You could get in with them after you're with us. And
you don't always believe what you hear.
Don't believe it, because
I just want to interrupt for a second. We have a new listener. I don't think I've ever seen him before. Kevin Sockwell. He's saying hello, ladies, and he's asking a question that maybe you know the answer to, because I don't know the answer to this. What about bike builders? Have you ever heard of bike builders?
I haven't.
Well,
so Kevin, we don't know what that is.
Like guys who, build motorcycles.
Oh.
Nancy Weem, she's from Weems Motor Co. Her son builds custom bikes. I'll put that on the page, because he's got some awesome shit that he gives away. Like, you literally just have to reshare an Instagram picture, and you could win a
building bikes,
$50,000. I mean, he might even be in Nancy's fucking crew there.
Lauren De Jesus is tuning in, and she's saying hi, beautiful friends.
She will be on stage with us on Saturday.
Go to Mandy's page and find her invitation to the Backyard Billy Gaia show. He's going to be a guest on this show on Friday, and then we're all going to be in a show together.
And I'll be there watching.
And thank you, Heather. Joey Goodsong lost the final 25 pounds over lockdown. That's amazing.
You looked good when I saw you, Joey.
Treated it like a job. Got up every day the same time, meal prep, exercise 6 days a week. Now let's see if I can maintain. And she's saying hello to Heather, my comedy classmate. All the best with the book. Joey, I met you at a bunch of mics, and yes, it's
Joe with the guitar.
Yes.
Hi, Joe. I think about you sometimes with your songs.
Oh, she thinks about you.
I think about when they keep talking about the shutting down live music and blah blah, and I was like, I thought of you because I'm like comedy and a musician.
Yeah.
That poor guy. So what are you doing, Joe?
He was at the protest. I have a picture of him.
I saw his photo.
He faced a guitar.
Yeah, I saw his photo.
For the protest. That became his sign, a guitar.
And I just wanted to finish with the book.
Yes, please continue your thought.
You could send it to a digital company, and they could do it for you. You don't need to spend thousands on a self-publishing company. So there are tons of companies out there. So I know so many people have asked me this question so many times. A lot of people have a children's book written out, and they don't know what to do. I'm telling you, that's what you do. You send it out to get binded, and you go online and get an ISBN number, and they'll lay it out for you. You can pay for all the extra things they'll do for you, but then I have hard copies of my book. I paid in quantity. Obviously, the price is lower. I make more money than people whose books are published because I ordered a certain amount of books so that I could make a profit. So my brother jokes around that he's with a publishing company, and I make a lot more per book than he does. So it doesn't mean anything to not be published anymore by a publishing company.
Oh, Kevin wants to know all our names. Okay, so I am Bonnie Scalisi. This is Mandy Jones. This is Heather Lehrman, and we all met each other through comedy, but we have many different hats. We do it all. Nancy's giving a face.
I'll share that link later, Nancy. That must be to the Pride for her son's bikes.
Kevin Sockwell show. That's it. Okay, I would like to.
Are you in New York, Kevin Sockwell?
Oh, speaking of that, did you want to tell them something that happened to us?
Oh, well, a friend of mine who is with 109.3 iHeartRadio asked if Bonnie and I would want to do an interview. They're getting their schedule together, so that's going to be some point in probably September. Bonnie and I will release more details when we know when we're actually going to be. It's a pre-recorded show, and then it airs on a Friday night. But we're
Sirius Radio.
Well, no, it's like iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio. I knew it was something
But
like
it'll
that.
also be on a broadband, like regular radio station on a Friday night. So we'll give you all that information. That's going to be, I think, some point next month. So that'll be cool. That we're doing that.
That's cool. So Kevin Sacco is saying he does have a show in Houston, Texas. That's really cool.
Okay.
Oh, and we really have to talk about Dan Romano.
Yeah.
And give Dan Romano a plug that he is doing a show in October, and he's narrowed it down to 3 dates in October that all the comedians can agree to. So as soon as we have the official date, they're all Thursdays.
Yeah,
right?
so it's either going to be the 8th, the 15th, or the 21st, I believe,
Correct.
are the 3 dates. So block those out because it's going to be for Amazon Prime. It's going to be Bonnie and I are going to perform a couple of other. It's like some up and coming comics like Bonnie and myself, and then some real seasoned comics like Peter Bales and
Peaches Rodriguez,
Peaches and
Rich Walker.
Yeah, so
Adam Ferner.
No, it's Adam Snare.
Adam Snare.
Adam
Sorry.
Ferner's on here.
Sorry, Adam Snare.
Any Adam, whatever the fuck you are. But no, but it's going to be, it's the reactions of the audience are also going to be filmed. So it's super fun for like date night if you want to dress up and be on, so if you bomb or if you do well, there's going to be the reactions of the audience. So it's going to be fun. But we will release the information when we know for sure. Mm-hmm. But he was just making sure everyone was good with those dates. That'll be a Thursday in October.
I got nothing going on.
Yeah,
so
we'll
reschedule
whatever we have going on.
Yeah, so far in advance. Like I take it day to day. I can barely finish off a day with all the stuff I have to do. So
I'm also adding. Which speaking of every day for the last 2 weeks, I'm taking my 75-hour real estate license course so that I could get my license, which I'll have probably within a week.
Congratulations.
So every day you have to do 75-hour course and it's online. And that's
you do 75 hours a day? No,
I do 5-6 hours every day because I don't know how many hours of the day I actually have because I don't know how I get everything in. Yeah. But I'm going to be a real estate agent, so give me a shout out for that too. New York, anywhere in New York. Doesn't matter. But it was funny. My cousin in Westchester said, well, don't you have a territory? Because I said, well, tell all your Westchester rich friends, give me their listings. And she goes, well, don't you have a territory? I said, yeah, it's called New York State. Licensed in New York State.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be prejudiced. Set your bounds.
So Lauren De Jesus is saying, congratulations, Heather. Lauren's such a sweet person. She's always happy for everybody. And
Lauren's my biggest supporter, by the way, in this
Lauren.
fitness contest. Lauren, thank you. Every day you tell people to vote for me. Can I mention?
She's going to be on the show on Saturday. So come to the show for that Mandy is producing with Billy Geyer. They're co-producing it. Either go to Billy Geyer's messenger or Mandy's messenger because we are following all the COVID rules. We're going to be checking your temperatures at the door. We're going to be insisting on masks when you're walking around.
Yeah, I have some extra additional free
bring
masks. Bring your own, but we will have some free ones at the door.
It's going to be very safe.
Yeah.
COVID safe. And
the jokes might be dirty, but the air will be COVID free and clean.
Kevin Sacco says we have accents.
Yeah, no shit. You're from Houston, Texas. You
all right,
an
there's
accent.
a question for you from one of our viewers.
Okay.
Tony Finelli wants to know, Heather, why are you saying New York instead of New York? How is that even possible?
New York.
No, he's complimenting you that you don't have an accent.
I do have the worst Long Island accent in the world. Are you kidding me right now? I've been told by casting agents, you'll never get work with that accent. That was in one of my bits a long time ago that she actually said, wow, that monologue was really great. But you'll never get work with that accent. I was like, oh my God. I ran out crying.
I always say that I don't think we have accents because if you look at the news on Channel 2, 4, and 7,
That's
they
filmed
talk
at
like
New
we
York
talk.
City.
So you have an accent. We don't have an accent. We talk normally. You're the one with the accent.
We have
not
accents.
that there's anything wrong with an accent.
No,
I love a good accent.
Anywhere a New Yorker goes, everyone loves our accent. They're like, "You're from New York."
Oh yeah, they
And
always
they
know.
love
They always
it.
know.
They love it.
They
But
talk.
here, they seem to not like it when you have it. You know, in the acting world, anyway, they want you to be neutral.
I didn't think we had an accent.
I
don't
get
know.
back and forth. I get like because like if I talk to like my cousins down in Charleston, South Carolina, I'll start like having a twang, like
Right.
literally within like 20 minutes of being on the phone
Where
with
are
them.
you-
Yeah,
where
like
are you
I'm
from?
like such a chameleon.
Where
But
are you from?
I'm from just Suffolk.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
Eastern
you don't
Suffolk.
have a bad Long Island accent.
Somebody, fucking George Gallo, when he was on our show, he was like, "Where are you from? Like Indiana?" He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
"He
yeah,
thought
he
I
was
was from
so
like the Midwest."
He thought she was from the Midwest.
Yeah, you definitely have that. You have a definite neutral accent. Mine is so Long Island. My father grew up in Williamsburg. My mother grew up in Queens. It was, you know, I was born that way.
Tony Finelli, he says he lives in Stony Brook, baby. But where did you grow up, Tony? And Andrew is saying, forget the news. The only real news is from Huey Lewis.
That's right. What happened to Huey Lewis?
I don't know. And Nancy Weems is saying, you never heard my accent.
Well, she's from Tennessee, so I'm sure she's got a nice little Southern
Oh,
twang on her.
We would, at some point we should get a phone, and then we could
We're
talk
gonna
together.
get a phone line.
Get calling.
So Lauren is saying we're skipping.
That's all right. It's your phone, Heather. Not Heather.
Lauren.
Fucking Lauren.
Hopefully it's only Lauren. And if the rest of you are we skipping or are we all right?
Well, it's for fitness. That's why we're skipping.
Nancy's from Tennessee country. Tennessee, yeah, that's cool.
Not just the city. Did you play sports in school?
I was a soccer star when I was a kid.
Ooh,
I was
not
a-
just you're not just a player,
I
a
was
star.
a
What
chi-
were you, a midfielder?
Well, according to my dad, I was a soccer star. Yeah, I was midfielder, center, and I'm talking when I was a kid. You know, I was on the traveling teams and everything, and then I stopped playing around 10th grade. And my father used to say to me, "I wish you played in college." And I'm tiny, everyone. I got to college and all the girls were 6'2" and 200
Wow.
pounds. I'm like, I couldn't compete with them anyway. I'm glad I stopped to go hang out with my friends and drink.
I know, that's why I stopped playing sports too.
I
like,
couldn't
So you were on the
compete with them.
become
soccer
a
team?
degenerate.
I played
you know-
soccer for years.
I'm like at least probably a decade older than you, and my best friend started the soccer team at Syosset High School. There was no girls soccer. She started the team, and we were on the team, and we stunk, and we lost every game we played. And then there was one game we were playing, and there was a lightning storm. The lightning was so close that our hairs were sticking up like this, and we had scored one goal, and the game was going on, and the coach was like, we really should stop playing because we could all be killed. We could be
Yeah.
electrocuted.
Yeah.
And our coach goes, we're one ahead. We're not gonna forfeit. So either you say we win,
Right.
or that's it. So that was our only win.
Or these kids die out
I
here.
will die for the win. I'll die. You got to die for the win. Speaking of winning, I am here for health and fitness, and I've been in a contest for the last 6 weeks at least.
It's so exciting.
It feels like 6 years, but it's been 6 weeks. It's called Miss Health and Fitness 2020, and it's vote based. So I've been asking everyone, please vote, please vote, please vote. And you go on Miss Health and Fitness 2020, you search my name, Heather Lehrman, and you scroll down and you just click free daily vote. And you can vote every 24 hours. And now it's just down to the nitty gritty. I got down from 32 to the top 20, to the top 10, to the top 5. I am in second place right now, and it ends
I voted.
tomorrow night, Thursday at 11 p.m. You have to be first in your group to get into the quarterfinals. So if you could all vote for me, that would be amazing. But I think even in second place, I get into a wild card round. So if I get to stay in second, I'll still be in it. But it doesn't matter either way if I win or lose, because it got me to start working out every day just because I had to
it
post.
became part of your lifestyle.
Yeah, I had to post photos. I had to hashtag everybody. So I'm sorry that I've been annoying everyone for months, but it's almost over. And I want to be, the Long Island Miss Health and Fitness. Regardless if I win that one, I'm going to be the Long Island Miss Health and Fitness.
Yeah, definitely. So Tony is saying, so it appears the age order from youngest to oldest is Mandy, Heather, Bonnie. One more, and I'd have the complete set. That's true.
Set of what?
I think for our ages, and I think it was Nancy who was saying that it is harder as you get older to keep weight off because your metabolism slows down. It is,
and that's why you
it
gotta
is
keep
a lot
it going.
harder. And so if you see somebody who's in their 50s and up, and they're not a big freaking house, that's quite a feat.
It is harder.
Right, exactly, except if you're on drugs, then that doesn't count.
No, real quick. But we only have 14 minutes left, so
I gotta do my workout.
Yeah,
everyone.
so don't run away with your lapel on.
That's right.
And then Heather's gonna show us some moves, and then you can come back to the table, obviously, and we'll end up with you. But I want to give you enough time
some cool things that you can do
to do your show us your stuff. So Heather is gonna show us some moves. Like, these are jail workouts. Glenn made fun of me for calling them jail workouts. They're body, what are they? Body weight exercises where you're not
using weights.
And which is good because if like you're doing something wrong, like my basketball coach used to say, you practice makes permanent. So if you're practicing the wrong way, then you're gonna hurt yourself or practice. It's not helping.
So I want to show everybody the right way, and I want to show you some moves without weights. I work out without weights. I do a workout every day, and I gain muscle tone, and I have not used weights at all. So you don't need to go to a gym, and you could just have a mat and just wear loose workout clothing that's comfortable, and tie your hair back, because anyone who does workouts with their hair down is not serious.
They're doing it for the selfie.
Let me take photos of myself. Have your hair tied back. So you always have to warm up before any workout or you will get hurt. Warm up for a few minutes. I'm going to show you the first few warm-up moves. So we're just going to start with legs spread apart and just move your shoulders back. And you're going to do that. I think I could do that. Bonnie, I thought you were working out with me. After some wine, maybe I could do that. And then just move them forward. You're just loosening up your body. The whole point here is the warm-up is to get your heart rate up. So next we're going to do squatting, first of all. When you squat, you're literally taking your butt back as if you're sitting in a chair. So some people think it's just going straight down. It's not. It's putting your butt, can you see? Putting your butt back like you're sitting in a chair, as if you were almost falling into a chair. So you want to be in the right squat position, and your chest is always up, and you hold your abs in during every exercise. So we're going to keep going with the warm-up. So it's squat, punch, squat, punch. This is getting that heart rate up. You're going to do everything I'm doing right now, just do like 3 times what I'm doing, because this is just me going through the routine. Lauren says she wants you to be her personal trainer.
We're going to get so many views because people are going to keep rewinding to watch the routine. All right, what is she doing now? This is awesome.
I put it on my Facebook page, everyone, the exact list of what I'm doing.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're doing high knees. You want to get your knees high up.
High knees.
So do a bunch of high knees. This is all warm up. Just high knees, and you want to just tilt your back a little bit when you do your knees. Get them up in the air, And then lastly, jumping jacks. But I didn't know I was doing them wrong for years. The real way of doing a jumping jack is not like this. Loose arms.
That's how I look.
Keeping your whole body tight and bringing your shoulder blades back when you go down. So this is the right way. I'm actually working out the back at the same time.
So trying to get them to touch almost.
Yes. And you have to do them the right way. Don't flip-flop your arms. Tight. Everything's tight. And you're getting back muscles. So I'm warmed up. Make sure you're warmed up. Andrew's saying that all of this workout stuff reminds him of Mortal Kombat moves. Hey, I am a kickboxer too. Awesome. All right, so now I'm going to show you some strength
training workout moves. So first we're gonna do, now this isn't easy for everybody to begin with, so I'll show you modifications, but this is for balance, your core, your shoulders, and your butt. So you wanna do every exercise right. This is called tabletop position. We're gonna extend one arm and the opposite leg out. And what I want you to notice here is I'm holding in my abs and my glute is squeezed. I know everyone's gonna love that one. My glute is squeezed. And then bring it back down and switch. So it's the opposite arm and the opposite leg.
It's the marionette feel, like the string through your body, right?
And you just keep switching.
It's almost like yoga in a way.
It is like Pilates. So do, maybe 10 of these.
And you're focusing on your core holding you up?
Yes. Your core and your glute.
Yeah, don't be stretching your fucking neck and using your neck to hold your body up, people.
So now, I couldn't even do a push-up a few years ago.
This workout is making me hungry.
I couldn't do
I'm
Just
making
saying.
me sweat.
I couldn't do a push-up years ago, and if you can't do one,
Modified.
you modify and you could do one on your knees. But I want to show you there's great ways of doing push-ups that make it a lot easier than just trying to go all the way down and all the way up. Go down, arms out, legs up in the back up,
Ooh.
down, legs and arms out. And again, I'm squeezing my butt. Up, down, legs out.
Amazing.
So that's just another
I like
way
that
to do
Superman.
My friend Teresa from the school I used to teach at, PS 173, she's watching. We're giving tips on losing weight and calisthenics that you could do anywhere.
And we're testing Heather's core strength
and
while
Teresa
she
is
holds
a
it during
kindergarten
the
teacher.
shout outs.
So now I'm showing you a modified version. You could always do push-ups with your knees until you could work your way up to doing a real push-up. Do them on your knees.
And the whole thing is your back's got to be flat, people, or else you're just not working out the right part of your chest.
That's the right way of doing a push-up. Next, we are going to do your back, right on the mat, back extensions. Put your hands behind
Bill
your
Hansen has made some kind of planets. He's showing some planets.
This is hard. I'm not even doing this, and this is hard.
I think that would break my back.
It's actually very easy, and it's doing your whole back.
It must feel nice.
Just put your hands behind your neck. Put your head, my legs are up in the air, and again, I'm squeezing my glutes.
And you got the angel winged back again,
Down
too.
and up.
Her shoulder blades are like touching.
This is for your back, guys. Your whole back of your body. That's back extensions. Next, we're gonna do
I want
abs.
to see everybody on the floor after this. Can everybody take pictures of each
while
other
you're watching with your phone,
doing this?
If you take a photo of yourself
and send it to
Mandy,
Bonnie and I.
Oh, send it to me. We'll put it on the
I'm gonna do abs, guys, before the show runs out. I'm gonna do my abs.
You got 6 minutes. That's a long time in radio.
We'll put it on the new page. The Wildflower page.
We're gonna do some ab crunches.
All right.
So
God bless
basically,
Heather for her patience.
You keep your hands on your neck, just for your neck safety.
Yeah.
You're not pulling yourself up with your hands. Don't ever do that. You have to use your core to lift yourself up, to do regular crunches.
Oh, Lauren's saying I'll be on the floor soon after my last drink. Lauren, I'm with you.
So you can do regular crunches like this. And another good exercise is put your arms straight out and pretend you're holding one of those big balls. One of those
big yoga balls.
And you're going to take your whole body straight up and keep those legs and feet anchored to the ground. And pretend it's a heavy ball and you're lifting it up. Do 10 of these a day. Just start out and do 10 a day. Just remember you're holding a big, heavy ball.
David Lange is saying, help, I've fallen and I can't get back up.
Now we're going to do...
That's funny, David.
Don't call us
You
when
guys-
you can't get
That's
off
hilarious.
the ground.
You guys now think you can't do arms on the floor? You can. They're called dips.
Uh-oh, it's getting crazy
you
now.
Get on your ankles You are not using your butt to bring your arms up and down. You're using your arms. So you put your butt all the way up into a bridge, and you go down, and this is all triceps. They're called dips.
How do you start something like this? Like if I'm not good at that to begin with, is there a
I
modified
have a bad
way?
knee.
This one-
I have a bad
This
knee.
one,
Just saying.
Is there a way to like if your legs out harder or your legs out easier on that one?
Well, this makes it impossible to really do.
Okay,
it.
okay. You need the crab.
You have the bridge, your body bridged up, and you do your dips. That's all for your triceps. And
That's
then
this,
we
guys.
have. I'm going to show you guys how to do glutes. So
You tush. You tuckus.
again,
Is a
you
glute
have to
another
know
word
what
for a
muscle
tush?
you're working on. You always have to know which muscle you're working on. So I'm going to start on one side. I am literally working on my left glute by raising into a bridge, and this leg is not doing the work. This glute is, so remember that.
Robert DeVito
Up
saying,
and down.
very inspiring as I'm eating my ham and cheese sandwich on potato bread with tortilla chips. Oops.
You can always start tomorrow,
If you
Robin.
want your butt to get smaller and tighter,
She wants bigger boobs. She's eating her nachos. It's gonna go right to your tits, Robin.
Right now, guys, I'm not using this leg for anything. My glute is doing all the work. It's burning. So switch sides. It's burning.
She does it very seamlessly.
Just do
This is very hard. This is why we didn't want to work out with you, because we were going to look retarded. That's a mean word. I'm sorry.
How easy
I
it
mean
is
that.
to start working out at home. And I'm trying to show you every body part that you could just do it right from home. Those are great for your butt. And then we're going to do a little harder here. We're going to do alternating side planks.
Oh, planks are the best.
Robin
Planks I could do.
Robin agrees with me. She's never starting. I love food like Bonnie does. Robin and I are women of a certain age, and you know what?
It's going to die with
Fuck
snacks.
it.
Guys,
Fuck it.
Planks are the number one best thing you could possibly do. It's every body part. Your shoulders, keep your core in tight. Don't go like this. You have to be straight with your head straight. And squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and you're going to feel your arms burn. If you could sit in front of the TV and do this for 30 seconds, build up to a minute, and get yourself up to 3 minutes, that's what I did. But it took a while. I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's
30
easy.
second
Tony
increments.
is saying his groin is burning.
So now we're going to do side planks. Go from side to side. Don't let your body drop like this. Keep it straight up. And anyone who does yoga knows these. Any yoga fans on there?
And guys, I haven't done it, but there's like so many yoga teachers. You could just go on YouTube and put in 15-minute yoga session or 20-minute yoga session, and there's 30-day where they advance you.
Right. So
All free.
last one I'm going to show you that is so good for you are called mountain climbers.
Yeah, because we only have 3 minutes.
Mountain climbers, and I want you to end this way. Bring your knees in.
Oh my God, that's tough.
This is for your shoulders. This
I
is
won't be
for
doing
you.
that.
This
That-
is for your
That
body.
would put me in the hospital.
This is everything.
Just saying.
Do mountain climbers every day. It's great for you. Now we're going to do a quick cool down. You have to cool down, so let's just do those shoulders again. Forward and backward.
Andrew said he just tried what she's doing and just sat on my balls.
Andrew, we want pictures and footage of all
I'm
these
going to show you the best
home trials.
Stretching is the best part of the workout for me every day. This is your whole
Oh,
hip
yeah.
glute area.
Yeah, that looks nice.
You switch.
No, it is. Because all your body is pulling on the other
Yes.
part of it.
And then
It's
you switch. You want to get your hamstrings, go all the way forward.
Oh, that's a good one too. I used to
And
not
I'm
be
gonna
able to
show
touch
you
my
guys-
toes.
Anyone who has back issues, I'm going to show you the most
I have back
amazing
issues
stretch.
and knee issues.
The best stretch, Bonnie.
Okay.
Put one knee down
I'm too spastic to
under
do
you
that.
like this, and just put your whole body down.
Ooh.
And this stretches your whole back.
Holy crap. Andrew goes, people don't climb mountains like that. LOL. Bill said he pulled his hamstring. Everybody,
We do
no,
not want to
we
be held
admire what
liable.
you're doing, Heather.
Injuries if you would do these routines every day.
Yeah, if you guys follow the entire
I just want to say,
instruction.
do not blame us if you try these exercises.
Yeah,
at
lose
home
our fucking
and you
number.
pull it.
I'm not liable for anything.
She's not liable. You do it on your own recognizance if you decide to do these these exercises.
This is called. Everyone would know this child's pose from yoga or other exercises. This is the best stretch and to end any workout with. You're going into a child's pose.
I do this when I'm having a temper tantrum.
Taz agrees
It's very grounding.
that's the best stretch.
Yep. And that's it.
My husband's laughing because it's funny.
All right, let's give Heather a round of
Glad that
applause.
everyone took it seriously.
That was awesome.
This is a comedy show, Heather. Come on.
But I really
No, but you
hope
looked
guys-
great, and I really do think people. I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm gonna try some of those because some of those I knew, but most of I don't do any of them, but I'm gonna try.
Andrew,
There's so many more I would love to have shown you guys, but we ran out of a lot of time.
Andrew
But-
said
We'll have you back.
Andrew said that's pretty flexible. Many career opportunities.
Everyone's caring about this.
Everybody cares about it. Tony says too late. 911 has already been called for me. I'll see you in court.
I'm not liable for any of this. I
Any
told you,
hamstrings
You do this
pulls,
at your
any
own
pelvic
risk.
pulls.
do not
Your own
work out
risk.
without warm up, and you have to stretch after every workout and cool down, and drink lots of water. Lots of water.
Yeah.
Or wine.
And like she said, just start walking. Don't start running so that you break your kneecaps, get shin splints, and overexert
Yes.
yourself and never want to
I
work
don't
out
even run.
again.
Hi, Lou Prats. How are you?
I don't even run. I don't even like running. I love speed walking. Not one of those weirdos speed walkers,
Yeah.
but I just walk fast. And I love to hike and go on trails.
David Lang want to say to you that thank you for being such a good sport, and I agree.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of
we
course,
love-
of
we
course.
love your
Heather's,
workout.
you know, she's being serious.
Yeah.
But she's a comedian.
I know.
She-
no,
she-
it's just because it's
Oh,
funny.
Bill said
But you
great
do have
show,
to get
girls.
all the tip. You do have to get the tips in because people will do it
Right.
wrong.
I-
and
Oh, finally, my boyfriend shows up. Wow,
Hi,
Heather,
Michael.
Heather is so flexible. I could put 6 of her in my trunk and still have room for beer and chips.
And Bonnie.
I mean, miss you, Michael. Michael's in Pennsylvania right now. Miss you. All right, so wrap it up. This is
yeah.
Thank
real
you,
quick,
Heather.
Heather, how do they find you on Instagram and how do they vote? Well, vote for you.
Okay,
We're
vote
gonna.
for me. Go to Miss Fitness, Health and Fitness 2020. Search in my name, Heather Lehrman, and I'll have it on my Facebook page. Mandy will have it on her Facebook page, but I need all your votes. You can vote every 24 hours.
Vote for Heather.
Yeah, she obviously knows her stuff, you guys. She just gave us a great little workout routine that you could do at home. Bonnie, you have any closing remarks before I plug the show in the last couple
No,
of things?
I think I said enough.
Okay, I am going to plug Friday from 8 to 9. Glenn and I will be doing the Calamity Jones Hour with Billy Geyer
love
as our
Billy
special
Geyer.
host. Special guest host, and then we also have on Saturday night, Bonnie and I are going to be live comedy show. Billy Geyer is going to be headlining. We do have a special secret comedian that's going to be showing up that Bonnie doesn't even know about. So you got to
Don't
be
tell
there.
me because I can't keep
Yeah,
a
Bonnie
secret.
can't keep a secret, so you got to
Don't
be
tell
there
me.
to find out who's there. But DM me, we'll get you on the guest list. We'll give you the address. Open bar, free, no cover. Please share the show.
Please share the show.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mandy Jones the Comedian. And that's it. Thank you, Bonnie and
Thank
Heather,
you,
for
Mandy
your
and
time.
Heather. Awesome job. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week, our guest is going to be Eric Shevlin from the Ashland. What is it name?
Yeah, Ashlyn.
From
on,
Ashland Talk.
Govs Radio.
From Govs Radio. He's our guest. So that'll be interesting. That'll be quite a show.
And we'll let you know what the topic is. So
Yes,
yeah,
we will have a topic, but we haven't figured it out yet. Thank you all
Bye,
for tuning in.
everyone.
have a good night,
Bye,
guys.
healthy.
Love you.
Bye.